Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendes cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne, and the president of the Natty Republic, El Presidente himself. Back at it again, another day on the cut, nearly finished 8 weeks of cutting. Today I was very close to cheating on my diet. And I've done several cuts. 7 cuts, 7 proper cuts. I've been through the game. I've done, nearly completed 8 years of training. 8 years of training I've been in the gym. I've been in the gym 8 years without missing a day, without missing a meal. And today, the more cuts you accumulate, the more bulks you accumulate throughout your career, the more experience you get. You understand emotion a lot better. You understand yourself a lot better. Where you would have cheated on a previous cut, you don't cheat on the current cut. And I got an urge, a real bad urge, like a craving, like, I was going to Tesco and I was getting my monsters in the morning and I saw all this chocolate, and you get this urge when you haven't had it in a while. You're like, I'm not even a big chocolate guy. I'm not even a big sweet guy, but you get that urge when you haven't had it in a while. And my cravings were at a max, and I was this close to cheat, this close. And then I remembered all my previous cuts. As a veteran, the more cuts you do, the more experience you have to draw on. And I was like, it's merely an emotion. And you have these phases of where you start dreaming and fantasizing over food. Not because you necessarily love food, but because it's just when you're in a state of depletion, food begins to be something you think about. So I was this close to cheating on my diet. But then as a veteran of the game, I'm not really a veteran. I've only been training 8 years, but I've never missed a session. But I've done loads of cuts. So as someone that has accumulated a lot of experience cutting, I drew on my previous cuts where I would have cheated before, and I remembered, no, not today. You don't cheat anymore. You're not that guy. Because I've done loads of cuts, and all my cuts have been successful in the end, but I've had moments where I've cheated. So I remember I called on my previous cut where I cheated before. I was like, no, I've been here before. I understand this is merely an emotion. It's going to pass. I was this close, but I'm far more experienced. I've got greater willpower, greater strength, greater mental strength, and greater understanding of kind of where I'm at and how to combat and deal with those cravings and emotions, and understanding that they'll merely just pass, and you get them. You have phases during a cut where you crave stuff, then you go down back to baseline, then you crave, you go back to baseline. So you've got to manage your emotions and be very, very good at dealing with those cravings, which is something I've become very good at the more cuts I've done. So I'm an experienced veteran. I understood it's merely emotion. I was very close to cheating though, but I found a way to push through. And this cut, I will not cheat once. This cut, I will not give in once. This cut will be absolute and utter and pure perfection. It will be my best cut ever. Every cut I do, I get a little bit better. Every cut I do is better than the previous cut. It's that simple. So I maintained complete perfection on this cut. Did not cheat, did not give in, was close. But again, my experience weighed through. My mental fortitude weighed through. And we keep going, we keep pushing. I have to get shredded. The goal, the end result, what I'm chasing is far more important than a little bit of short-term enjoyment. Delayed gratification. All right, chaps, I'm going to head off to a commercial gym today. Going back to the commercial gym. Virgin Active, going to head off, get in a shoulder day. Let's get down to business. Before we get into the workout though, gentlemen, join my online community, the Mendes Cartel. You'll have full access to all of my training and nutrition programs, including 24/7 support from me in there via the community feed, Zoom calls with me, private message, full access to me and all of my knowledge inside the Mendes Cartel. Link in the description to join now. And if you want to go an even further step than just being in my online community and you actually want full-on one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram, link in the description, and DM me the word cartel. And lastly, chaps, I promise, I know I've been saying it, we're actually placing the order, delivery. They're all going to arrive in England. Natty Republic merch is coming soon. It's on its way, chaps, I promise. All right, I'm going to head off to the gym at showtime. Oh, sweet baby mama. All right, let's go. Strict military press. I'm losing strength on this movement. The leaner I get, the harder this gets. So now I'm down to 2 reps, still trying to maintain that top set of 80 kilo, but it's getting harder by the week. It's just all about strength retention. Let's go. Yeah, only 2 reps. Two reps. First set I got 2, so this was my second set I got 2, so now I'm going to reverse pyramid down, but listen, I'll take that. I'm in a cut, deep deficit, big depletion phase, so here's what it is. It's the way it is on a cut, guys. You're going to lose strength. First set got 6. It's my 4th set, second back off. Got 5. Now I'm gonna go down and do a burnout set. A little cooked. All right, seated dumbbell shoulder press now. 5 sets of strict military press. High volume, guys. I can't, like a lot of people when they cut, they start going lower volume, they start taking sets out. I'm just incapable of doing that from a mental standpoint. I love training that much. I just can't take volume out. It's not even from like a hypertrophy perspective of getting bigger and getting more muscle. It's not like it's probably doing me more harm than good. But I just love training that much that I can't not do volume. I love being in the gym. This is fun to me. I like this. A lot of you guys don't enjoy this. I love this. So for me, I need to do volume. So I'm going to do 5 sets of strict military press now, 3 sets of seated dumbbell shoulder press. All right, second top set. 40s, and these commercial gym 40s move easy. Like they're so much easier than the old school dumbbells in my gym. That don't include the weight at the handle. All right, let's go. Second top set. Try and get another set of 5. They move so smooth. Commercial gym dumbbells move so smooth. All right, front delts finished. Now side delts. And guys, my approach to side delts, high rep, high rep, high rep. You know how it is. So now instead of doing standing dumbbell side laterals, slight variation doing seated, switching it up a touch, and just starting with sets of 20, that's it. And then eventually in a couple of weeks I'll incorporate partials, but you don't want to just go straight to partials when you change movement. Slowly build it up and slowly build the difficulty level up. Right, third and final set. Once I hit failure, just do a few partials. Not when I say partials, I mean just partials past failure, not actually heavy partials. I'll bring those in the next few weeks. All right, so for this one clip, my mics died, chaps. Yeah, I'm doing unilateral cable side laterals as my second side delt movement. Normally I like using cuffs, but they didn't have cuffs in the gym, so I just use the basic handles. I do prefer cuffs because I do feel I get greater isolation without kind of any limitation of grip. But these are still great, old school unilateral cable side laterals, typical traditional old school cable side laterals with the handle. Key point here, guys, is make sure that the cable pulley is wrist height. A lot of people have it right down at the bottom. You want the maximum level of tension to be at the top part of the movement. When you're fully contracted in the top range of that movement, you want the maximum level of stimulus and the maximum level of tension to be there and to exist. And that only happens if the pulley is wrist tight. So make sure the pulley's wrist tight, guys, not at the bottom. All right, rear delt time. Rear delt time. I've been sat here I've done 6 sets already. I've done 6 sets. I'm cooked. I'm feeling the deficit. So I've just gone crazy here. Done 6 sets. This is like my 7th or 6th. Done 5-6 sets here, and I'm cooked. I'm the high volume king. I'm just doing a crazy amount of volume. So I'm doing face pulls now, but instead of like typical face pulls in the cable stack, standing, doing these on a cable row, seated. Again, slight mix up, slight variation, guys, for your training. Same exercise as a typical face pull, but just a slight variation. And doing slight variations will change up your training stimulus and just mix up your training and give you a little bit of variation that you need sometimes. All right, let's go. Set 7 or 6, I've lost count. I'm tired, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. All right, reverse cable flies now as a finisher for the rear delts. My rear delts are cooked, so do some reverse cable flies. It's probably one of my favorite rear delt movements in terms of mind to muscle connection, the way I connect with this. I really like it. There's certain movements that you've got to find that you just connect well with, and it's different for every person. Like some people connect well with certain movements that other people don't connect well with. Like this is a movement that I just really like and it just feels good. I love doing it. All right. Right, final movement, final exercise. We're finishing with an O'Hearn special. We're doing a full range of motion movement. Very, very light exercise. A dumbbell side lateral, but just going all the way to the top. Just maximizing complete range of motion. O'Hearn does these. Mike O'Hearn does these. Absolute beautiful finisher. Everything's about range of motion, guys. Putting your shoulders in a healthy position and really, it's not just, it's so much more than just the muscle. Ooh, around the worlds. Beautiful exercise, guys. Really maximizing that full range of motion. So healthy for the joints, the shoulders, not just in terms of building muscle, but really looking after those delts and the shoulders and staying healthy in the long term, longevity. It's a beautiful longevity movement. All right, little physique update in the gym. Taking your shirt off in commercial gyms is a little bit harder. You got to find more of a discreet spot in the corner so you don't get clocked. All right, let's close out this bloody show. I've been in here for like going on 4 hours now. So, finish with abs, plate twists. Whenever you enter a new gym, it takes a long time to find the best lighting spot. You've got to search the gym and explore it and hunt down the best lighting spots. It takes a lot of time. You've got to scout out the best spots. All right, finishing with plate sit-ups, an ab exercise I haven't done in a while. Quality movement, really builds thickness in that core. Doing 4 sets of 12 here, plate twist, 2 15s on my chest, let's go. Ooh, weighted sit-ups. Alright guys, I got nothing left to give. Exhausted, done and dusted. Just when you're this close to quitting, go a little bit more. When you're this close to quitting, just keep pushing. I was that close to cheating on my diet today, and I just kept pushing. I found a way through. Nick Kajazi, the founder of the Mendes Cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne, and the president of the Natty Republic, El Presidente himself. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Join the Mendes Cartel, link in the description. If you're interested in one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram and DM me the word cartel. Natty Republic merch is coming soon, I promise, chaps. And as always, long live King Charles III, and God bless Sir Winston Churchill.